Hey everybody, Bones here, Bones Garage, just bringing you an update what's going on at the garage. So, 1969 Corvette, we now have the windshield wiper door working correctly, and it even stays down now. What a nightmare this has been for me. I just can't tell you. What happened is we couldn't get the door to open up. You'd have to pull the actual override button underneath the dashboard right over here. Oh, I can't even fit my arm in here. Right over here. See this button? You would pull this button and it would get the windshield wiper door to open. And then you just push it back in and it'll close automatically, but it wouldn't open. Behind the tachometer here, right over there, there is a solenoid. When you push the windshield wiper switch to the on position, it sends its power to the solenoid. The solenoid closes a valve. Once that valve closes, it allows the air to go to that interlock switch right over here. Once that activates, it then sends vacuum to that switch over there. From there, it goes to the can right here, and then the can actually pulls this rod in, which has these two hinges move up and open up the door. And if any one of these has a problem, nothing works correctly. Now, the problem we had was this solenoid right here, which is a brand new solenoid. This one I just bought. I got it last week. The original, the one we had in there, was also a brand new solenoid. They work intermittently. It would work, then it wouldn't work, then it would work, then it wouldn't work, then it would work, then it wouldn't work. It's a nightmare to get to that because you have to pull the steering column down, you have to pull the whole dashboard apart, you got to take all the plugs, all the wires off of the dashboard. It's just such a nightmare to change this. So the two brand new ones, I couldn't get them to work. Went and found an old one from 1968. Put it in there, worked perfectly. It was from 1968. It's over 50 years old and it works better than something I just bought. Just bought it. Then after we got the door working correctly, if you left the car for over 15 minutes, the door, this hinge here, would just start riding up and it would open up a little bit. That is caused by this one-way valve right there. This is a check valve. It only flows one way. Again, that is the valve. That is a brand new valve. The vacuum comes in through this side, goes out to this side, and that controls everything. That goes to the interior of your car and anything that is run by vacuum. Without this, your doors would open just a little bit, or they won't work perfectly, or you got to build up vacuum. It's just such a nightmare, especially when you have the windshield wiper door. It just kind of cracks itself open about that much. That was brand new, doesn't work. It allows vacuum to leak out. Went to a friend of mine's shop. He had one on the floor in his attic that who knows how long it's been sitting there because it was covered in dust and other parts. Grabbed it, checked it, seemed to be working, put it in, boom. It holds the vacuum doors down. It's been 4 hours since I turned this car off, and the hinges are still exactly where they're supposed to be. So now, after wasting almost 3 days of playing with stuff, pulling the dashboard apart, putting it back together, pulling it back apart, putting it back together, finally we have everything working. And for those 3 days that I wasted, it's not something I can charge the customer for. How do I charge you guys to do something that I bought that is defective? I just can't charge people for that kind of stuff. So I've eaten probably almost 3 days worth of work I've had to eat. So it really sucks when that happens. And more often than not, a lot of new parts, that's what happens. You just, you gamble that it's going to work. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But at least now, I've got everything working. I've got it working properly. I can pull the vacuum can back off, put its boot back on, get it adjusted properly. I could put all of the door back on. I can put the vent grill back on, and I can put that vacuum controller back underneath the fender well where it belongs. Yay! What a freaking pain in the butt this was. This was just terrible. Because you would put it in, it would work a few times, and you say, oh good, I got a good one. You put it all back together, you do it a couple more times, and it stops working. And then it would work intermittently. Well, only when it wanted to work. And it's just, I can't tell you, I just call it more new junk. Because basically that's what it is. It's more new junk. So, yay, we got it all working. Car's all back together. Tomorrow can take it for a nice test drive, and hopefully tomorrow night they'll be coming to pick this thing up and he can have it for the weekend. Alrighty guys, that's what's going on at the shop, and that's what's going on with the 69. Have fun. I will talk to you guys real soon. Okay, bye.